So we're just going to kind of work with old Dooley here, and you know he's pretty soft, but he kind of gets a little snarly in the mouth there. And when he feels the weight come up in the rein, we want him just to respond to the weight coming up in the rein, not so much that we've grabbed him and pulled him. And he's got a little issue where if he feels the reins come on both of them, he kind of thinks he should stick his head in the air. He starts to lift up. There we go. So we're just going to kind of work on getting him to soften to the face coming in. And if he goes down too low, we'll just pick him back up here. There. There. Good boy. Whoop. So before I ever ride him off, I'm going to make sure he'll give to me left and right. And you can kind of see him kind of snarling his lip a little already there. There we go. And then before I ever ride him off, and what I like to do with these colts is just let them feel me pick the reins up. There. I don't do a bunch of seesaw like this. I think it's kind of frustrating to them, I believe. Good. Good boy. And then I'm going to say, hey, Dooley, if I just sat here with you and I'm just kind of putting my legs on him a little bit, and there. So if he feels me put my legs on, that doesn't mean go. I'm going to chase. See, when I put my legs on, his head came up. Well, my hands are going to go with him. And I'm not asking him to go. I'm asking him to relax himself and drop his head. My legs go on. It doesn't. There. My legs go on, and I squeeze. And if his head comes up, I chase his head. There. And if I see any sign he's going to try to lower his head, I'll give back everything. Touch and squeeze and lift. Try to make a little bit of contact on him here. There. Any sign he's going to try to lower his head. Squeeze him. Wait. Make there. Squeeze, lift, make contact here. There. Squeeze there. He just dropped his head there about an inch. Squeeze with my legs. There. I'm not asking him to go yet. Squeeze and lift. Just squeeze a little harder. Hold. And I'll hold. I'll wait for him to make an effort to drop his head. If he wants to raise his head, there. Squeeze. Squeeze, hold. There. Squeeze, hold. If his head comes up, my hands go up. There. Squeeze, there. There. Good boy. So he wants to carry his head like this more, and we're going to try to help him think about carrying his head a little lower. So when I'm riding him here, I'm just going to put a little squeeze on him here and pick my reins up a little, and then just try to encourage him to want to drop his head. There. There. Squeeze and lift and wait. There. There. You can't see much, but the head comes up, my reins go up, my hands go up, I squeeze in, there. I'll pet him, squeeze and lift. My pelvis is kind of sitting here in a nice neutral walking position. There. Lift. Squeeze, squeeze. There. But it's my opinion that they'll start becoming dependent on the seesaw. So I'll just squeeze a little bit here and lift a little bit. Wait for him. Wait for him. There. Any sign, he's going to try to drop his head down a little bit. I'm not going to get down here and jack back and forth on him. I want him to feel like if there's rein contact on him, he should give to that, carry his head in a more of a natural carriage right there. I'll just kind of squeeze with my legs a little bit. Wait there. kind of start doing this other little drill. And kind of take this left rein. I'll kind of pick it up towards my right boobie here. And then I'll kind of keep my right hand low and wide. And I'm just going to kind of start bumping him with my feet here until I see the ball of that chin kind of come towards his shoulder. So the left rein comes up here, the right rein comes low and wide, and I'll bump him, bump him, bump him, bump him. He's kind of hanging on there. He was kind of hanging on the rein. So left rein comes up, right rein low and wide, and I'll bump, bump, bump until I feel him soften that point of that point of that chin to the shoulder. Bump him there. So when he gets resistant in my hands, I'm not going to correct him through my hands. I'm going to correct him through my feet here. Bump, 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 bump. There. Now the right hand comes up towards my left boobie, left hand low and wide, and I'll bump, bump, bump until there, till that head wants to there. Go down towards the point of that shoulder there. Good, good. I felt that chin come towards the shoulder. Left rein came up, right rein low. I'll bump with my legs. There. Right hand comes up, left hand low and wide. If his head goes up, I just bump him with my legs here. Drive him up into it. Just drive him up into it. There. I want him soft in my hands like butter. Sitting here kind of quiet. He's got his head kind of hanging low. I'm just going to test him here to see if I'm sitting here neutral. If I start to squeeze, if he wants to drop his head, and that's kind of, I just barely touching him with my leg, even though he was maybe wanting to do that on his own. I rewarded the accident by getting myself nice and relaxed here. Squeeze, there. So kind of wanting him to think about seeking a little quieter place to carry his head. Me squeezing my legs doesn't mean you're supposed to jack your head up in the air. If I squeeze, you should lower your head there. Good boy. So we'll kind of work on that with him.